T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello, Earth creatures. Welcome to T-Man 978's review. I imagine if I continue this voice, someone will be pissed.
So I'm going to bring it back right now. Transformers Alternators, Meister. He shall be known as Jazz for the rest of the review for obvious reasons. In Japan, he's Jazz. But I guess Hasbro didn't feel like naming him Autobot Jazz way back in the day. So they said, yeah, let's just use Meister since we don't have to put Autobot in front of that. Here he is right there. Take a good look at this. They didn't transform his midsection, which is horrible since this is the box art. He's all white right there. You won't see that during this review. It continues around here, not transformed. I mean, come on. And then look at that crap. This looks good. Plain white car, but of course, as you can see, he's not plain nor white because these were the first Reprolabels that I've purchased, I believe. Could be wrong, but whatever. Let me get this crap out of here. Get out of here. Well, Alternators, Jazz. And he looks very awesome. I wonder if Reprolabels would let me put this on their Facebook fan page. I doubt it because of their rules and whatnot, but here he is. He looks really, really good. I should have... Hold on. I'm going to wipe this guy off because he's rather dusty. Well, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. The older I get, the worse my care for my Transformers gets. But as you can see, he looks very nice. We might as well just look at the Reprolabels as we go along. They had some other ones that I didn't put on there. But I put that there. Everything of red and blue color you see is a Reprolabel. I don't know if they had a Meister license plate. I mean, a Jazz license plate. But I put this back here. That there. What's up front? Stickers right here. All this is stickers. And of course the Jazz name right there. So he has multiple personalities with Jazz and Meister on here. Here is the Mazda logo right there and the RX-8 right there. You can see the muffler chilling out down here. And that's about that. Besides opening these doors, revealing some details in here, like the steering wheel that's turned wrong for some reason or another. Suicide doors that open, which is cool. An actual seat detail back there. Let's see if I can shine some light in there. Yeah. Okay, these seats are adjustable that way. But that's about that. One problem with the Mazda mold, the hood, let's see. It could barely lift up. There is some engine detail in there, but it's all all black and unpainted. So it's almost useless. Push that down, this usually stays up. So you have to fiddle with it to get that down. The trunk opens. Of course, there's barely any space in there. And nothing's getting in there that's not going to get smashed. Something cool. Human Alliance figures can fit in a lot of these cars. And let me take Human Alliance Jazz's partner here. I forget his movie name. But basically it's Josh Duhamel. His character. Get in there. You can actually put them in there. And I don't want to take all day, but their hands can fit on the steering wheel. But there he is. He's in there. And while we're talking about Human Alliance and the door shuts, here's Human Alliance Jazz. We can see what they look like together. This guy's way more Porsche than he is. Human Alliance figures are a little bit smaller in vehicle mode, but they're taller typically in robot mode. Like they use the movie engineering, so to speak, to make them tall robots. Transformation. First thing you want to do, go in here, pull this muffler off. Yay, it went back there. All right, next, you start by opening up these doors and lifting the roof off the back right here. You can open these doors, take this off of the joint right there, pegs right back in. This isn't something that normally happens. I can't even think of a time that I did that before. Split that. Go ahead and rock this down like that. That helps you split it. Open these seat backings right there and basically stretch out the legs. Rotate the foot around. Shut that, shut this, and shut the door to the back. Same thing over here. Shut that, shut this, bring the door to the back. Now, flip the legs around like this at the hips so that the trunk meets each other. Okay, now we can rotate, well, put the legs down so you can get at this joint right there. Rotate that around. Go ahead, unhinge this panel. Bend it right there. Bring them together. And peg it into the crotch part. Put the seats up right there. Now we can go ahead and take the arms out right here. Elongate those. Get them out the way. Oop, crap, what the heck? Oh my goodness. Bring that down. I swear this thing doesn't do this, or hasn't done it. I haven't played it with it in a minute. Shut this rear of the windshield back. Flip that around like that. Collapse it. Now bring the head down, and here's the tricky part. Wait a minute. Get this around the arms. You might have to lift them back up while you're bringing that down. And then you have to get his head through here, which is kind of difficult because you definitely got to bring that down first, then bring that up. And basically, smash the hood to his midsection, and basically you're done. Go ahead and shut his hands. Or before, I'll leave that hand open for the weapon. The fingers, of course, the index finger can move independent of the other three fingers, and the wrist is on a ball joint. The thumb doesn't move because it's static. I didn't mention this, but he has a heel spur right here. And the toe, I forgot to bring out the toe. The toe gives him fake ankle pivot. And wow, this is amazing. This thing is like falling apart. I don't know whether it's age or what, but I've never had this guy's arms just pop off like this. Go in there. Well, here's Alternators Jazz, or Meister, and robot mode. Here he is in a decent pose. And here's his Jazz face. If you had any worries that this wasn't Jazz and it was some sort of new character, Meister. Anyway, there's that. His muffler that I took off earlier. If you pull this out, pull this forward, bring that down, it turns into a gun that's hollow right there. So you gotta pretend you don't see that. You have a couple of options now. You plug it into his hand. He has a little hole in his palm. Plug, and now, come on. Okay. Can be a little bit difficult. Now he has a gun. Pow, pow, pow. You put it there, or if you don't want it there, you could leave the barrel out, flip this around, and peg it into this little hole right there. So now he has like a little forearm mounted or side arm mounted cannon. But he looks really nice, and he's been one of my favorite alternator figures. Here's some more labels you didn't see in vehicle mode right there, but that silver paint that's painted on right there. And he has a lot of articulation. His head is on a ball joint. You can look up that much. It can look up a lot for those more dynamic running poses. Good luck on some of the figures. This is very loose. The wings I typically angle like that because I don't know what to do with them besides that, or pushing them all the way back, or popping them off if you don't want Jazz to have wings. The shoulders, they can go down like that, 360 rotation. Of course, they can go out and pop off. I mean, it must be age. This joint right here and this part of the shoulder that can go out is really tight. So I guess this must have gotten weaker over time or whatever. Double jointed elbows, no rotation. That's one thing that drove me crazy with this mold. But like I said, finger move independent. These fingers move independent, and it has a ball jointed wrist. Hips can go out that much, kick forward that much, kick back. 90-degree bend at the knees. The ankle can go back and forth like this. 360 rotation, and then he has toe pivot, or the toe has like 2 joints right there. It can swivel side to side or up and down like that for the poses, and he has this heel spur. So my only complaint with this guy, like I said, I wish he had like a swivel right there in the elbow so he can move his hand in front of him, and I wish he had some sort of swivel in the thighs. If he had that, this figure would have been way, way more amazing than all the rest of them. But he is definitely one of the more posable Alternators figures. Let me bring Human Alliance Jazz in here for a size comparison. And like I said, shorter in vehicle mode, but taller in robot mode. Here's a human, just in case somebody wanted to see that, or how tall he is. It's difficult to get these guys standing, so I'm just going to hold his hand. Anyhow, this guy's awesome. I recommend him. When you first get yours, it shouldn't have, if it's fresh out of the box, it shouldn't have that problem. Mine never had that problem before. I don't know what's going on right now. So that is definitely weird. I'll see when I do my red zoom Binotech version of this guy. See what happens with him. But this right here is nice and tight. Like all that's tight after all these years. I got this in 2004, I think. And that's nice and tight. This stays way nice and tight. I don't remember Zoom the Binotech version staying like that because all of this is die cast on that version. But I should mention that this is all plastic, unlike the Japanese version. Of course, the tires are rubber. I didn't mention that. And they're not cracked or anything, which is very, very good. Cybertronian Radials is labeled on the tires, if you never saw that. One thing I'm going to mention before I go, a lot of people, and I'll just show it off, they like to, no, let me just turn it back around like this. How do you do that? They like to, how do they do this? Yeah, like this. And then rotate the legs this way. And then rotate his hips. So now he doesn't have this crotch silver detail anymore. But now he has feet like this. People love this right here. Guess you gotta bring the heel spur back. So now he has a somewhat more G1 Jazz look. I hate this. I absolutely despise it because he has no toe. If there was a toe that came out or something right there, I might be able to go with this, but it's apparent that this wasn't really what they're intending because they gave him toe articulation in this bumper. And then I hate the other people that put this right here and have him standing like that. I mean, that looks like so goofy. It's a heel spur. It's supposed to be in the back. Oh my goodness. But anyway, like I said, awesome figure. If you want to collect alternators, get this guy. He's going to be all white and not detailed up like mine because I have Reprolabels, but still good anyway. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, share, comment. T-Man978 out of here.